Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. We have from 1984 Blanton's Small Batch. Thank you, Sonia, for this bottle. I saw them coming in yesterday. I'm sorry. I saw some arriving yesterday. So these stores tell you they can't get it. They're lying. They're saving it for certain people. Louisiana runs about $60 a bottle. So what the stores do is they got certain clients that spend a lot of money and they save it for them. So the ones who spend the most, buy the most stuff, get the first dibs on it. Now, if you go into a store and you buy stuff casually every now and then, you just probably not going to get it. Now, Larceny is the competitor, introduced in 2012, 92 proof. This is 93 proof. I like the Blantons, okay? 10 years ago, it would just be on the shelf. You could buy it, You didn't have to get on a list. Then this whole legend thing started with it, and people were running behind it. Do I like it? Yes. Is it good? Yes. Is it worth $60? No, you see, that's questionable in my opinion. I'm glad Sonya gave it to me, okay? So it's a great gift. And it's a true cork like the Larceny. Okay, so it's a true hunk of cork. It's not pressed cork, pressed together. And there's the horse on it. This is letter S, Blanton's apostrophe S. Okay. And I'll show you real fast. There's the Larceny cork. Now, Blanton's single barrel comes from a single barrel, and then there's more single barreling. I went to the barrel house. I watched them bottle. Oh, forgot to pour it. I watched them bottle it, put the labels on by hand. You could smell the bourbon in that vat. I still have the videos posted. It's interesting. I think it was 4 videos I made, little short, 30-second videos. And then there's a little display case showing all the old bottles and whatnot of Blanton's. It's well made, okay? It's a good product, but $60, I don't know about that. And secondly, in my case, I'm not getting on a waiting list. I'm not going to be begging people to let me have it. There's a lot of other bourbons out there. I mean, if you want to be part of that culture, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying I'm not doing it. Now, the Blanton's is hazier. No age statement. The Larceny is clearer. No age statement. 1 proof difference. So we're talking about 0.5% alcohol. 46% alcohol versus 46.5%. Probably won't make much difference. Both from Kentucky. Both straight bourbon whiskey. Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Okay, blah, blah, blah. This is a 2014 bottle. And everything. Now, they claim they're the original single barrel. They started doing this in 1984. I guess they're telling the truth. Price, $60 for Blanton's. Maybe in some parts of Louisiana, some parts of New Orleans, you can get it for $55. Okay. 26 for Larceny. 26 times 2 is 52. So we talk about more than twice the price. Is it going to be really living up to that price differential? I can't see it, but we're going to do the blind taste test. Vanilla in the nose, citrus and oak in the palate. I got the website below listed. There's also international ones. Blanton's Gold Edition. You never see it in Louisiana. There's Blanton's Straight from the Barrel. Blanton's Special Reserve. not available in the United States. So, you know, some of these are either, okay, now here's the small batch Larceny, so you can look at that link. So they're either barely sold in the United States, some of these special editions, or like the green label 80 proof, they're not sold in the USA at all, even though they're made here. So people in Scotland complain, well, y'all get scotch we can't even get. I say, well, goes the other way too. People can't get bourbon. People can get American bourbon that we can't get in America. You say, oh, you can get anything on the black market. Well, yeah, I'm talking about in a store. I'm not talking about knowing a guy who knows a guy. Now, if I go talk to Easy Andy, he's a traveling salesman. Easy Andy might be able to get me a bourbon. You know, he's like, this is a bourbon. This is a beautiful bourbon. It's a beautiful little bourbon. You know, he's a crazy. Well, you gotta. I don't want to say too much, but he's gonna. It's not gonna be cheap, and he's gonna say some of these bourbons are like toys, but this bourbon. Anyway, let's go back to regular stores. So you can get Blantons in the store, but it's a big hassle like most of the time. And it's like this planned shortage. You know what I mean? It's like planned scarcity. They make it like that where it's hard to get, and it makes like a legendary thing. And then Eagle Rare is like half that situation where it's hard to find Eagle Rare. And it's like, oh, let me go track it down. It's 10-year age. At least got an age statement. Oh, I can't find it. But there's Total Wine across the lake over there. Got a big handle bottle, $54. Big handle bottle, $54.99. So, oh, I forgot to take my vitamin C. So why would I pay ever pay $31.95 up to $34.95 for Eagle Rare 750 milliliters when I could get a 1,750 milliliters, a liter, and a 750 together for $54.95? You want to know the answer? I wouldn't do it. I mean, there's, you know, if it's that great, then get more than double the amount for less than twice the price, the way I see it. Dark Lotus, good morning again. Watched 2 15-second ads for you. That gets you a penny or something, right? Yeah, probably about a penny, maybe. You got to watch the ad for the YouTuber to get anything, right? Well, I'm pretty sure, you know, they're not running ads for people not to watch them. So that's the way business works. Commerce. Blanton's is one of the big boys, ain't it? It's one of the biggies. It's one of those kind of manufactured legends. You know what I'm saying? I'm not down in it. I'm not an anti-Blantonite. They got some people that's an anti-Blantonite. If you say Blanton, single barrel, they're going to go on this long screed for 15 minutes talking about how bad and no good and a ripoff, and they go on and on and on. And we're like, okay, we get it. And then they have the Blanton aficionados. They love it. They chase it down. They like everybody to know they're on that pick list. You know, they want to, yeah, I'm on the store list. They call me personally when it comes in. You know, okay, great. You know, I'm not that impressed, but that's wonderful. Okay, my nose, the humidity. I got to cut this grass. I've been waiting to cut the grass for 2 weeks. I'm not lazy. It just hadn't stopped raining. Today might be that day where I can do it. Okay. This is musty, yeasty, funky, like old furniture. You say, oh, you kidding. You're kidding. You. No, it's what it smells like. And what's furniture made out of? Wood. What's bourbon aged in? Wood. All right. I don't suppose this one is that terribly different. There's a commonality with bourbon. You know, it's like corn. It's like corn. Let's go eat some corn grits. Let's go eat some polenta in Europe, like in Bulgaria. I want to eat polenta. And over here, it's like, hey, y'all, let's eat some grits. White hominy. But they're both corn. White grits, white hominy, Quaker grits. Y'all, let's eat some grits. And then in Romania, you know, we're going to eat polenta. All right. And now we have a corn-based product. Your opinions seem to be oriented by your very good critical thinking skills. That's why I watch your channel. Oh, thank you. Well, we don't want to build it up too much. But I'm trying to think, but I have advised people over the years, think on it while you drink on it. You know, you want to think through it. Like the song The Blue Lamp by Stevie Nicks, where she says, don't listen to her, listen through her. 1981, 40 years ago. In other words, you want to have like a metaphysical approach to drinking it. People say, oh, not this. Not metaphysics, not some kind of like esoteric approach to drinking bourbon. It's a drink. Drink it or don't drink it. Okay, I appreciate the practical aspects of it also. At the bottom line, the common denominator is that it's a product. You drink it or you don't. You like it or you don't. You taste it. You say, well, it's an A, excellent, B, good, C, fair, D, bad, F, I can't drink it, it's undrinkable. Okay, that's the bottom line. But we like to have more of an analytical assessment of it. And the easy way out of that is don't watch it. You know, it's like, I'm like you. I don't watch stuff I'm not interested in. I got a whole bunch of stuff saved to my watch later list, however, because I am interested in seeing what people are saying about that. Some of the videos are ridiculous, goofy, and I just delete, you know, I just don't watch. I say, oh, I ain't watching this, you know. Most of them are pretty interesting. Are all of the people I watch scholarly, you know, academic and everything? No. Some of them have a very basic, or if you want to say uneducated approach, but still, it doesn't matter, because if their assessment procedure is correct, that's what I want to know. They'll say, here's the product, and how does it taste? You know, so it doesn't have to be erudite. It can just be, well, you know, basic. But it can still get you to the goal that you're trying to achieve, which is how is the quality level of the particular product? Hope you're having a great morning, Ron, says Lurk. I am. Hope it'll be greater when I cut the grass. All right, so that tastes like regular old bourbon. Now, I've been saying that about Larceny since I started tasting it. It tastes like regular old bourbon. Whiskey Lock is an excellent review channel, very logical. I think I've seen it. I mean, I have so many saved and subscribed to. I must have seen it. Whiskey Lock. So there's some really good whiskey channels. There's some bad ones too. Like, you know, the ones I'm talking about, where it's all just marketing and promo. They're really not a whiskey review channel. They're just a avenue or a bait. It's a good term to get you sucked into their program to separate you from your money. You know, it's that kind of thing. But you can kind of see that pretty easily, those kind of phony ones. You know, they got that car salesman approach, and you can say, oh, I ain't watching that. You always have to be on the lookout for those things, or that fake chumminess. You know, they're going to be your big buddy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not. Just like I thought. These are not $30 difference in quality. All right. You might think they are, but I'm telling you they're not. You could buy Larceny for $26. Or pay $34 more and buy Blanton's. Then you got to wait in the line and get them to call you so you can feel special. And I shouldn't say it like that because now it's seeming like I'm attacking it, and I'm not necessarily. And I like to feel special. I used to watch Sesame Street. Anyway, I know what Sly Stone said. Everybody is a star. You know that everybody is a superstar. Of course, if everybody's gold, then gold has no value, right? Because it's common. Corn. What's going to differentiate these two? Well, I think the Larceny is wheated, so you're going to get more of a softer thing, and then the Blantons be more rye oriented, so you get more spice. But boy, by God, it's going to be tough. Now, if I can't tell them apart, that'll prove one of two things: either one, I don't know what I'm doing, or more likely, number two, that you're getting hosed on the $34 price enhancement. Very woody. Ugh. That is like charred oak, man. Charred oak and spicy peppermint, which must be rye. They have that free whiskey approach. Free whiskey approach. Okay, one big circle going round and round. What does that mean? One big circle going round and round. Not on my end. If you lost my broadcast, you must be having some technical issues because I'm freewheeling right now. A lot of internet problems going around, as we know from listening to the news. Crashes here or there in Europe, America. Happened here 2 days ago for 5 hours. See, if I have technical problems on my end, this Google will alert me. It'll say your transmission has been interrupted. We are working on it. So I know it's not on my end. This tastes fine. Is it exceptional? Is it the most extraordinary thing ever? Or is it just kind of like regular old bourbon whiskey? Well, it's the second answer. It's kind of like regular old bourbon whiskey, okay? How about this one? Peppermint, peppery, rye spice. Nice, enjoyable, well made. Is it the most exceptional, fabulous product ever? Or is it more like just kind of like regular old bourbon whiskey? At a higher proof. Both of these would be at a higher proof, 90 plus. Your regular old bourbon whiskey be more like 80 proof. Unless you're getting your bonded. Some people are only dealing bonded. Some people only deal in bonded. They would laugh at these 90 and 92 and 93 proof. They say, I don't play around with that. I only do bonded. I only do 100 proof. Well, that's fine. Drink what you want. What you want. You may as well drink what you want. It's my mantra. If I was a Hindustani, if I was a Hindu, I would say, drink what you want. That's my mantra. But I'm not. I'm American, so I say, drink what you want. That's my slogan. All right. It's not a religion. It's some people do approach beer, wine, and liquor as a religion. Like it's literally a religion. It's their obsession. It's their fixation. It's not a hobby. It's more like their life. And with me, it's just a hobby. It's fun. It's not important, though. I know it's not important. It's like, well, if you say, what's the great goal? Like, what are you trying to achieve with this? Where are we? Where is this going? Well, it isn't going anywhere. There is no end game. There's no great goal. There's no, I'm not on a quest. I'm not on a vision quest, So you said, well, what's the point of it? Oh, didn't you hear? There is no point. I'm just tasting stuff and telling you what I think. There's no point to it. which has confused some people over the years. The people that have the cult-like attachment to beer, wine, and liquor. So they will butt heads because I'm just having, having this experience like, oh yeah, that's good. Oh, that's interesting. Let me try this $70 bottle of bourbon. Oh, let me try this $4 bottle of wine, And they say, no, that's wrong, wrong, wrong. And I'm saying, no, it's not wrong. Who cares? Like, what difference does it make if I drink Wild Irish Rose? And if you say, oh, bum wine, it's bum wine. So what? And then I'm drinking that. Okay, no, it doesn't matter. Sly Stone song, Everybody is a Star, one big circle going round and round. Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Oh, my goodness. Never seen Larceny over here. I've seen Blantons. I've tried the Buffalo Trace, too drinkable, and the Eagle Rare, very, very nice. Yeah, they are very nice. 'Twas the monks who started a lot of the distilling. They weren't. I know they did brewing. Good night, says B Aviation. Good morning. All right. Do I like these products? Sure, I like them. Would I pay $60? I don't know about that. You're going to see later because I got some other things to bring in this Taste Challenge series against Larceny. And I'm talking about bourbons that are laughably cheap. But beware, 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 because you may just stumble. You'll be like the mamas and the papas. You'll trip, stumble, and fall. Yeah, because you're going to say, oh, it's $11 a bottle. It's automatically garbage. It's trash, garbage, filth, scum of the earth. Oh, well, okay, say all that. But then do a blind taste test. So let's see how great of an expert you really are. Dawnbusters. Okay. Well, I would have to say it's very close, very difficult. Heaven Hill versus Sazerac. Buffalo Trace is owned by Sazerac. But before I make the determination, I will say this. There is no doubt in my mind. The Larceny is a much better value. Because I don't even know if I can tell them apart. And secondly, the flavors are very similar. You say, but it's wheated. It's wheated. It's wheated. I know. I knew that already. They got no age statement, etc. So I don't even know if the Blantons is $4 better. I'm not talking about $34 better. I'm talking about, I don't even know if it's $4 better. Now, I might seem like an extremist or whatever. I'm tasting them. I can only go by what I'm tasting. All right. I don't sit down and write a script like, well, let me be careful because there's this big Blanton's following and we don't want to offend anybody. So I'm going to talk about these 4 points. And then I'll put a little warning on my script. Watch out. Don't talk about that. It'll hurt your channel. No. Don't do that. Sorry, I don't do that. It's not scripted. It's all just whatever comes out my mouth. It's got to be like that. It's got to be for my own peace of mind. It's got to be just tasting it and calling it. Okay, I cannot do the socio-political propaganda approach. I cannot do it. I have just gone from a Stoisha signatory bottle and 7-year-old 2 cask, and now I am on a liter bottle of Johnny Walker Red. It's hard to diss the red. I like the red, but that's an easy target. Easy target. People love to hate Johnny Walker Red. Can you make a video about how to cut grass correctly? I remember you talking about it. I guess I could make that video, but I could explain it really one day because I watch people cut grass all the time and I'm thinking, wow, you're wasting a lot of time and a lot of motion. All right. You're consuming unnecessary amounts of time cutting the yard and you're wasting a lot of motion. But they just go by their conventional approach, which is an error. It's an error. I developed a very good method of grass cutting back in 1983. Yeah, I guess 1983. And it saved me so much time and effort. I would never go back, you know, I'd never return to the old bad ways. I used to cut one man's yard and edge it, weed eat it, and blow it off and have it perfectly manicured in 40 minutes. He would get upset. He'd say, I'm paying you all this money and you're cutting my grass and it's only taking you 40 minutes. I said, let me ask you a question. This is like in 1984. I was 16 years old. I said, how does the yard look? Wow, it's perfect. It's perfect. Now he's telling me it's perfect. I said, look, you're paying me to do the job. You're not paying me according to time. I think there's a confusion level here. I said, this is not an hourly job. You know, you're paying me for a task, not an amount of time, not an interval. So he didn't seem to like that too much. So the next summer he didn't call me back, but I didn't care because I wasn't going to back down. I'm not going to sit there and go slow. I'm not going to slow roll cutting the yard so I can drag on for an hour so that he will feel like he's getting his money's worth. Most other people, they could care less if it took me 15 minutes as long as it was done. And then, you know, the word got around. I would do it to AT, like Nikki Santorum. I did everything to AT. So, you know, I didn't care. I had enough money, enough jobs anyway. I was making so much money anyway. Liverpool Football Club has an exceptional grass cut pitch. I bet so. I cut a lot of grass every week. It takes me a long time. Ha ha. All right. I think this is the Larceny by virtue of not having that strong rye bite. Oh, golly gee, it's the Blantons. Okay, well, here's the part where I start making excuses like, oh, well, you know, I did have a bad cold for 2 weeks with everybody at work being sick. Oh, okay. Well, how come that didn't impact all the other tastings? Oh, well, I only like to focus on making excuses when I'm wrong. You know, when I'm right, it's because I'm an expert. Yeah, see, so that doesn't really work. Or I could say, oh, I got distracted. The comments, people were making comments about cutting grass, so I got thrown off track and I made some errors. But let's look at the real answer instead of the excuses. I got it wrong. And secondly, I just don't think they're that different one from the other. You want to guess how many other blind taste tests there are on the internet between Larceny and Blanton single barrel? You want to take a guess? Let's take a guess. I bet you'll get it right. Damn, I distracted you with the grass talk. No, had nothing to do with that because I already knew what I was going to call it. I was just, you know, playing along. All right, so you think about that for a minute. How many other blind whiskey taste tests are we seeing out there? Not where they got 20 of them lined up. Now, those are totally out of hand. You know, we're going to try these 20 different bourbons. And the video is like 27 minutes long. You said, but yours is 20. Yeah, I know, but I'm focusing on one subject. And they're going this, tasting that. Oh, this, I'm tasting that. I'm tasting it. I'm tasting that. I'm tasting this. I said, I can't listen to all this confusion. No, forget all that. You take two products, this bourbon and that bourbon, or it could be scotch, or it could be rum, or it could be brandy, or it could be tequila. It doesn't really matter. And you make your claim, stake your claim. Say, I can tell this apart. I'd never confuse Jose Cuervo Tradicional with anything. Okay, fine. Do it blind. Don't be a worm and cheat. And let's see how you do. And don't do it one time. Say, well, you called me out, so I did one taste challenge. No. Do it all the time. I've been doing these for years. And it never changes. It never changes. They're always tough. And these taste challenges are great because they dispel many myths. Excuse me, my nose is itching. They dispel many myths. The greatest myth is that one brand is significantly different than the other, and they're not in a general sense of it. People are going to be finding your videos for years and realize how many different things you've tried. It's unlike anyone else on YouTube. I don't want to give myself too much credit because they have some other ones that really do a great job. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of people out there that are doing bourbon this and bourbon that, and they make a lot of statements, but I'm not seeing You see, because the blind taste test makes it more of a scientific approach. It's more objective because you don't know, you can't see, so you can't have any bias. All right. But when you're looking at the bottle and you're looking at the bottle and you're pouring it and you're pouring, and you're looking, okay, you've already got these ideas in your mind. Like, well, I paid $60 for Blanton. It damn well better win. Okay, but now, but see, it's influencing your whole outlook on what you're dealing with. So you want to, yeah, if you do a blind taste test, is it a big risk? Well, of course it's a risk because you're going live in front of everybody. And if you get it wrong, what if you get it wrong 5 times? Now, people might say, you don't know how to taste bourbon or rum or whatever. Well, yeah, but if you're not willing to take the risk, why are you making these definitive statements about various products, but yet you have never put them into a taste challenge? So I'm very careful, and I try to be very careful about making definitive statements. Okay, well, anyway, that's the way it goes. All right, so thanks for watching this video production later on this morning. If it works out, but it probably will. We're going to do Larceny versus, oh, we're going to go up against some Heaven Hill products. Heaven Hill versus Heaven Hill. Heaven Hill versus Heaven Hill. What's the biggest upset you've had in a taste challenge? Probably that one time. It happened once. I can't remember who the brand was, but it was Johnny Walker Blue Label. I mean, I paid $226 plus tax. $226 plus tax, and it lost. Couldn't get over that one. We talking about a $200 difference. It wasn't a $20 difference, or a $200, but it never lost again. I mean, it won every other taste challenge. So maybe you could say, well, you were feeling bad that day or something. Well, it could be, but I don't think that was the case. Just got it wrong. But in every other taste challenge, Johnny Walker Blue Label destroyed the competition. Like literally, it was a joke. A real joke. All right, thanks for watching this video production.